Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about the Sertoli cells. So if you see in the Sertoli cells, first and foremost, Sertoli cells, they are true epithelial cells. Sertoli cells are true epithelial cells of seminiferous tubules. They are true epithelial cells of seminiferous epithelium, and this will extend from basal lamina to the lumen. This will extend from basal lamina to the lumen. The functions of Sertoli cells, if you see, Sertoli cells will form blood-testis barrier. It will express FSH receptor and also androgen receptor. Then it will surround the sperm cells and provide structural support. It will surround the sperm cells and provide structural support. It will also produce anti-Mullerian hormone. It will produce anti-Mullerian hormone, which is inhibin, and it will also produce a Mullerian inhibiting substance. It produces Mullerian inhibiting substance also. Then it produces androgen binding proteins. It produces androgen binding proteins, and thus it will maintain high androgen levels. Where does it maintain high androgen levels? It maintains high androgen levels in adluminal compartment. It maintains high androgen levels in seminal tubules or seminiferous tubules, and it will also maintain high androgen levels in proximal part of male reproductive tract. Then it will engulf the residual bodies which are produced from the spermatozoa, residual bodies which are shed out by the spermatozoa during spermiogenesis, residual bodies which are shed out during spermiogenesis, and thus it has a phagocytic function, and this will also express aromatase. Because it expresses aromatase, and thus it converts Leydig derived testosterone to estrogen. So these are the important points about Sertoli cells. Now we will see the feedback inhibition of Sertoli cells, like how does it affect, like what is the whole pathway of the Sertoli cells. So first we will see the hypothalamus. We have hypothalamus. This hypothalamus will produce GnRH. Okay, this GnRH will activate the anterior pituitary. Okay, anterior pituitary will activate will produce FSH. This FSH will activate Sertoli cells of the testis, which produce inhibin. This inhibin will inhibit the anterior pituitary, and thus there is no production of FSH production, and thus it inhibits FSH production. Then this anterior pituitary also produces LH. Okay, this LH acts on the Leydig cells. These Leydig cells will produce testosterone, Okay, testosterone. This testosterone will inhibit anterior pituitary and it will also inhibit the hypothalamus GnRH production. Okay, so this is the complete feedback mechanism. We have already learned about the Sertoli cells. Now let us learn some important points about the Leydig cells. So if you see the Leydig cells, Leydig cells will secrete testosterone, this testosterone in turn inhibits Leydig secretion. I have already told you about that. And this testosterone is produced by Leydig cells. So we will see the first synthesis of testosterone. Okay, the whole testosterone, how the testosterone is synthesized. So this testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol. So I will write the whole pathway of testosterone synthesis. Okay, so testosterone, it is first synthesized from cholesterol. Cholesterol, in the presence of cholesterol desmolase, it gets converted to pregnenolone. Okay, LH will activate it. This is activated by LH. This step is activated by LH. This pregnenolone, in the presence of 17 alpha hydroxylase, it forms 17 hydroxy pregnenolone. Okay, this in the presence of 1720 lyase, it forms dihydroepiandrosterone. It forms dihydroepiandrosterone. This in the presence of 3-beta hydroxy steroid dehydrogenase. This in the presence of 3-beta hydroxy steroid dehydrogenase, it forms androstenedione. Okay, this androstenedione in the presence of 17-beta hydroxy steroid dehydrogenase, in the presence of 17-beta hydroxy steroid dehydrogenase, it forms testosterone. Okay, testosterone in the presence of 5-alpha reductase, it forms dihydroxy testosterone. So these are the different pathways of Leydig cells. So from cholesterol, it gets synthesized. Okay, right. So this is the synthesis of testosterone which occurs in the Leydig cells. Right. Now, one more important thing is we will have to learn about this anti-Mullerian hormone which is synthesized from the Sertoli cells. What are the functions of anti-Mullerian hormone? This is also important. Okay, so if you see the functions of anti-Mullerian hormone, this anti-Mullerian hormone is produced from Sertoli cells and it is also called as Mullerian inhibiting substance. We can also call it as Mullerian inhibiting substance. Okay, so this anti-Mullerian hormone will induce the regression or decrease, or it will cause destruction of Mullerian duct. Okay, so as a result, no female reproductive tract will be formed. Okay, this anti-Mullerian hormone is also expressed by granulosa cells of ovary. Even the granulosa cells of ovary expresses it, and it will limit, so it will actually inhibit the, so it is expressed by granulosa cells of ovary. They will have anti-Mullerian hormone Okay, so this anti-Mullerian hormone will inhibit the FSH, and thus it will inhibit excessive follicular recruitment. And by inhibiting the excessive follicular recruitment, it will thus decrease or limit the formation of primary follicles. It will limit the formation of primary follicles. So this is the main function of anti-Mullerian hormone. Thank you for watching.